Hi, I'm Velshi with MSNBC. The Supreme Court is hearing oral arguments in a key case about the First Amendment and donor disclosure laws, specifically regarding a policy of the California Attorney General's office requiring charities to disclose the names and addresses of their major donors. Let's talk about it in a more perfect union with Jeffrey Rosen, the president and CEO of the National Constitution Center. Jeff, tell us how this case could have an impact on nonprofit organizations, on campaign finance, and possibly on free speech.
Absolutely, Ali. And as you say, this case could have dramatic implications, not only for nonprofits, but also for the need to disclose political donations under the Citizens United case. So this is a California law. New York and Hawaii have similar laws requiring nonprofits to disclose their donors. And it's actually being challenged by not only the conservative organizations in question, which are called the Americans for Prosperity and the Thomas More Law Center, but they're joined by the ACLU and the NAACP. And that's really significant because the leading case here involved the NAACP in the 1950s. Then racist officials in Alabama wanted to subpoena the NAACP's membership lists, and they could have turned them over to the public, and they might have been threatened by the Ku Klux Klan. The Supreme Court says their First Amendment protects the right to join organizations anonymously because people could really face reprisals for joining unpopular organizations. So the question here is, does that same principle apply to the Americans for Prosperity and the Thomas More Law Center? Now, the state of California says, look, we're not going to disclose these names. We just want to make sure that there's no fraud involved. And it's easier for us to get the information than having to issue a subpoena. The argument on the other side is it could leak. Once this information is in the hands of the state, it could easily leak online, and you could have the same danger of reprisals as you did in the NAACP case. Now, as you said, Ali, this case could have big implications for the Citizens United case, which at the same time that it struck down limits on corporations giving, it also said you can require donors to disclose their names, that basically there's no right for dark money to give anonymously and not have those names disclosed. So the question here is, can the court create a principle that requires the nonprofits to have privacy, but at the same time requires donors to political organizations to be transparent? Those are some of the issues that makes the case so transparent, and the court is going to hear it next week.
It is an interesting case, and as you talked about it, I found myself on different sides of the issue, which is what always makes these things so good to talk to you about. Jeff Rosen is the president and the CEO of the National Constitution Center.